Hey everybody, GoBot here, back to a brand new post-game episode for Madden 20 franchise with the Dallas Cowboys. We are back here after a very heart-wrenching loss. A game in which we led for pretty much the majority of it, but we outgained the Cardinals 368 to 341, passed for 206, rushed for 162. We had one more first down than they had, but the big difference of this football game, as it's come down to in the last, it seems like the last handful of games, is turnovers. And we have just struggled so much with Dak this year, throwing picks. It's ridiculous how many picks we've thrown with him downfield. And again, that's the main thing. Most of them, outside of one that finished this game for them today, was most of our picks have come from throwing downfield. The one pick that screwed us today in this game was the one where they're throwing. I threw a route I pressed the wrong button, and I don't know if any of you've ever done that before, but I anticipated the running back to be A, that he's going across middle field. I pressed A, and that was the out route, and that was dire because that was to the out route. The guy jumped it. He took it to the house, pick six. No excuses for it. I just got my routes mixed up, and I pressed the wrong guy. So 3 turnovers from Dak, throwing 3 picks, 1 being a pick 6. Cowboys lose. Kyler Murray, 319 through the air, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. Dak 237, 3 picks, no touchdowns. Just crap. I don't even want to look at him. He did lead the Cowboys in the whole game in rushing with 60 yards. Zeke in his return from his injury, 19 of 57 with 2 touchdowns. Johnson had 35 yards and a touchdown. Murray scrambling had 34 yards and a fumble. Receiving wise, out there, the top receiver was Isabella out there 93 yards. Gallup for the Cowboys with 68 yards. David Johnson, another touchdown right here with the 63 yards receiving. Cobb 5 for 62. Cooper 4 for 38. We couldn't get him open downfield today. That's somewhere where we really did struggle, hoping to improve on that. Defensively, top tacklers were Peterson and Hicks, each with 10 tackles apiece. Sack king out there was Lawrence. He had 6 sacks today. And Swearington Sr., we were worried about him going into the game. He made us pay. He had 2 interceptions, and Murphy Jr. had an interception as well. But Swearington had a pick 6 that finished this game up for Dallas, and we could not come back from it after another pick we throw later after that. So we're going to go ahead and advance forward to get ready for Week 14. Again, greatly relying upon somebody to help us out and just help us out. So we're going to have to sit Jalen Smith for another week. He's still injured for a little bit more time. Cowboys 8-4 now, against second in the division, now behind the Eagles, which sucks. It sucks so bad because we had the division in our control, but no longer. Okay, so training time here now. Let's go ahead and start training. Oh, man, I'm so deflated over that loss, though, y'all, because that was a game in which I'll say we are in control, but I never felt comfortable in that game, especially passing-wise. They did an excellent job shutting down Cooper and our deep threats, and then that's where we made our mistakes, but we've got to learn from those mistakes, and I know better than to throw some of those passes downfield like I did, but still, nonetheless, we made the passes, and it lost us that stinking game. Man, I'm so mad. So mad at that. Jarwin's back from injury. Why is he not starting? No, he's not. He's still out. How much longer is he out? I got to look at my injuries, y'all. Check this thing out real quick. So, Zeke's back. Smith out. So Jarwin's back in 1 week. So we'll get Smith and Jarwin back in the next week. Okay. Well, it's about to be a tough road. We're 8-4. Okay, second place in the conference now, in the division, excuse me, and the number 1 team, of course, is still the Bengals at 11-1. Let's go ahead and look at division by division. So the Bengals at 11-1 and pretty much solidified that division for themselves. The Browns just lost a game, now 9-3. The South is led by the Colts at 8-4. Behind them is the Texans. The East still tied up. The Jets and Bills at 7-5. Jets have the nudge out over the Bills in that division. The Chargers lead the West at 7-5. The Chiefs behind them at 6-6. Now to the NFC North. Look at this muddled up division. Man, whoever wins this division will make it to the postseason, which is crazy. Everybody else is out no matter what. So really, even the Vikings have an opportunity here, but the Lions have the nudge right now over everybody else. The South, the Panthers at the 2 seed. They are the number 1 team in this division. Saints are behind them. They are the 4 seed. The East, of course, the Eagles lead the division now, and the Cowboys sitting on the outside at 8-4 right now. We are the number 8 team, and if I'm not wrong, there's 4 divisions, so 4 division teams make it. and then 2 wild cards. So 6 teams, right? Is that right? Does it 6 teams make it to the postseason, or is it 8? I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure the top 6 teams make it. The 4 division winners, the top 2 get a first round bye, and then the other 4 teams play in a wild card game. So the Cowboys right now, if the season were to end, we'd be out at 8-4 because of the other divisions. Look at the NFC West. The Cardinals 8-4 lead that division and over the Seahawks. So right now, if you look at the playoff picture in the NFC, for the NFC, okay, so we're looking at the NFC here, right? So the top teams 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so number 9, we're still in there. We're still in there. I was wrong, looking at it the wrong way. So right now it would end at the Seahawks in our division, going by our records. Of course, not looking at division winners and stuff like that, but stuff to keep in mind. Let's go ahead, and I want to go shake up and look up the league schedule for the week upcoming. I want to see who the Eagles are going up against. The Eagles have the Giants. Dadgummit. The Eagles have the Giants in week 14. So hoping for a division rival upset there. Week 16, 15, they got the Cardinals, so that's a possible, but they have that game at home. So we're hoping that's an upset there maybe. Week 16, who they have? Eagles. Where are they? Eagles, Redskins, Thursday night primetime game. And then week 17, who do they finish up with? The Giants on the road. So they have, I think there's one game right there that may be challenging, which is the Cardinal game. I think they can win out. Again, we don't have that privilege. We got to get ready for the Redskins, a division rival game, but then we go on the road to the Cleveland. That's going to be a battle. Then the Giants at home, and then on the road we finish up against Pittsburgh. So I think we have our work cut out for us. We're going to have to win out this season to see if we can get an opportunity to make it to postseason. Let's go look at the league leaders and standings and all that. Dak, again, just struggling right now. Now, 16 picks. We're almost even right now. 17 touchdowns, 16 picks. We have had a horrific season with him this year. Can I look at how he did last year? Do they have like stat things like that in this game? They still don't have that? Really? Okay, yeah, here we go. So last year with Dak playing in the game, we had 26 touchdowns and 16 interceptions with him last year. Over 4,300 yards passing. So we played a lot sharper with him last year, and hopefully by the end, I don't throw any more picks. Hopefully, if we finish the season pickless for the rest of the year, we're right where we need to be with him. But right now, he's having a worse season overall than he did last year, and that just sucks for me personally. But let's go ahead. Let's look at the league leaders in all categories here. Let's see how the NFL is shaking out right now. Top passer right now is still Kirk Cousins over Tom Brady, and Dak Prescott third right now in passing yards. Top touchdown machine is Marcus Mariota, who just got benched in real life. Case Keenum's following behind him. Top pick man in the league is still Tom Brady with 17 interceptions. Dak Prescott is second on that list with 16 interceptions, followed by Phillip Rivers. Dak really struggling this year. The completion percentage, 59%, which if you look at the top passers in the league, that puts him very, very low compared to everybody else. Nobody else is even in the 50s in the starting. So, I mean, except for Big Ben. So that's something we got to improve on. All that passer completion, that's bad. That's bad news. Top rusher in the league is still Chris Carson, over 1,100 yards, 9 touchdowns. We don't even see Zeke on that list anymore because he didn't really do much, 822 yards for him. Top touchdown man in the league, though, is Rashad Penny, 12 touchdowns for him. Carson's third on that list, wow. And Zeke with his 2 touchdowns now up to second with 11. The top receiver is still Amari Cooper, nudging out Edelman and Brown, with 1,061 yards and 6 touchdowns. And the top touchdown man in the league in receiving is Cole Beasley still with 13, followed by Tyler Boyd and OBJ with 10. Top tackler, still Reuben Foster by 1, beating out Baker and Miles Jack. The sack machine leading the league right now. It's tied up. DeMarcus Lawrence and Aaron Donald both have 20 sacks this season, trying to break records set prior by DeMarcus Lawrence himself. So that's something we're paying attention to, y'all, but stay tuned. It's going to be a crazy finish to the season. Part of me's enjoying the season just because it is a challenge. We're not walking through the division. We're not walking through the season at all. We're having to face, we're having to face things. We're facing injuries this season. We're facing turnover issues this season, and we're facing an Eagles team that's playing very, very well. But again, hopefully the Eagles get upset somewhere down the line and we can win out and take back this division and not have to rely upon being a wild card team. But stay tuned for the next episode coming to you all on Monday, where the Cowboys will head back home against the Washington Redskins in Week 14. and get ready for a division battle as the division teams go off against one another. The Cowboys versus the Redskins, the Eagles versus the Giants. It's a wild and crazy NFC East. Who wouldn't expect it anywhere else? But thanks so much for watching. Y'all have an outstanding day, and I'll see you back here in the next video. Y'all take it easy.